Hello everyone. In previous class, I explained neutralization in everyday life. First example, indigestion I explained clearly, and second, utilization of neutralization in our day-to-day life, ant bite. During ant bite, what happened I have already explained. If you want this, please watch my previous video. So now continuation of this we have the third one, that is that wasp sting. Wasp sting. Nothing but wasp sting, nothing but like a honeybee. If wasp sting releases, usually it releases venom base onto the skin. Whenever venom base is onto the skin, then what happened, it may causes lot of effects. Initially itching, irritation, and swelling also. So then what happened when wasp sting takes place? A base is produced onto the skin. I already told you in my previous class, when base is there, how it nullifies the effect of this character of base by adding acid. So we have to add acid to this base. So which acid? All types of acid also we are not supposed to use. Here we are using the vinegar. What is meant by vinegar? Vinegar is nothing but 40 to 20 percentage. Usually we are taking 5% is also vinegar, 10% is also vinegar. That's why we have a range of 5 to 20 percentage of range of acetic acid is called as vinegar. So what is acetic acid formula? CH3COOH. This is the formula of acetic acid. So now very important, to avoid or nullifies the wasp sting effect, that is venom base effect. It is a base, so to nullify this character we need to add acid. Which type of acid? All types of acid again we are not supposed to use. So the acid which we are using here is vinegar, that is 4 to 20 percentage of acetic acid. Acetic acid formula here, all are bits. Acetic acid formula, match the acetic acid formula from the following. Then CH3COOH, they will give you CH2COOH, CHCOOH, likewise different formulas they will give you. So this is also, here venom base effect is nullified by using this acid vinegar. This is also addition of acid to the base to nullify the character of base. This is also an example of neutralization. Next one is soil treatment. Soil treatment. For agricultural lands. For agricultural lands, we need the soil should be basic in nature. The soil should be usually around 7 to 8. Within this range, the agricultural land will be very good. So to produce more and more food, nowadays we are adding more fertilizers. More fertilizers we are adding. Whenever we are adding more fertilizers, then what happened? It spoils the quality of soil. How it spoils the quality of soil? So then the soil becomes acidic. If you are adding more fertilizers, the soil becomes acidic. Then the land is useless. Then the land becomes not suitable for crops. Not suitable for crops. So whenever it is not suitable for crops, we need to nullify this acidic character. So like in previous, how do we nullify this acidic character? By adding a base. So whenever we are adding a base, then we can easily nullify its character. Again, here also we are not supposed to use all types of bases. We can use specific type of bases which is suitable for the soil. Those are what we call it as quicklime. Quicklime, or we can use the slaked lime. Slaked lime. What is the formula of quicklime? That is calcium oxide. Calcium oxide. What slaked lime is nothing but calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide. So calcium oxide formula is CaO. Calcium hydroxide formula is CaOH twice. So very important, what is quicklime? Calcium oxide. What is slacklime? Calcium hydroxide. Very important competitive exams bit. So this is also, whenever we are adding quicklime or slacklime to the soil, it nullifies the acidic character, thereby it reaches to the range of 7 to 8 uh, value. Then what happened? This soil becomes again useful for the crops production, will produce more food. If not, so then what happened? If it is more basic, if the soil is more basic in nature, whenever if the soil is more basic in nature, this is also again the land becomes not suitable, more basic also not suitable. So then what happened? Nicely we have to nullify the effect of base by adding acid. Very important. So here which acid we are using? With the acid which are generally present in the environment, that is organic compost. Whenever we are giving organic compost, then what happened? It nullifies the effect of more base, thereby it treats the soil nicely and will produce the more food. So this is about the another natural neutralization. This is also, soil treatment is also neutralization. In the examination they will ask you which of the following is a neutralization. Nullifying the effect of waspsting using acid, nullifying the acidic soil by using base, and indigestion, during indigestion addition of base, and all of the above. Likewise they will ask you, that's every point here. Exam point of view, I'm concentrating everything and I'm explaining everything, including the formulas also. These formulas are very important. They will give you as match the following. So now we have just two more small examples are there. That is also we have factory wastages. So we have factory compost is also there. From the factories also, so many types of wastages are produced. So then what happened? If the waste is acid, how do we nullify this? By adding a base, by adding a suitable base. If the waste is base in nature, how do we nullify this base effect? Then by adding acid. Whenever neutral substance is formed, then we can release into the environment. Factory compost, we are not supposed to, we need to process so many things. So then after so many procedures only we can release this factory wastages along to the environment. Before that we need to test waste is acidic, then nullify this character by base. So if it is base, it nullifies the character by adding acid. Otherwise this waste again spoils the soil. So that's why likewise we can nullify. So last and final example, that is tooth decay. Our teeth also usually decaying of teeth. That's why we may feel like very sensitive. If we are having teeth, then why we feel like sensitive? Because whenever teeth becomes acid, so then what happened? If we are taking acid onto the teeth, means if acid is present, acid enters, then that degrades the enamel, degrade the enamel of the degrade the enamel of teeth. So whenever it degrades the enamel of teeth, then what happened? We may feel like very sensitive. Sensitive means we can't drink cold water, we can't drink hot water. Optimum temperatures only we can eat, we can drink. So how do we nullify this? So by brushing. Nowadays also advertisements are also showing this, because during brushing process the paste having base character, whenever we are adding base to the acid, then what happened? The acidic character nullifies on the teeth, thereby we may feel like comfort on teeth. We may not feel like sensitive nature. So this is also one of all these examples are also kind of neutralization. Very important neutralization process. So by watching this you may understand what is neutralization and what is indicators and all. With this This chapter of acids, bases, and salts chapter is over. Related to the competitive exam point of view only, I explained each and every point. Thank you.